It's endless. We're
Fuck,
not
we're
gonna do
doomed.
anything.
Shadow's on the
Same here,
game.
like 1%.
Everybody, if you can get out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Across half a decade, you may have followed our adventures in New Eden. You may also have seen, as we have, that the virtual world is changing. You may remember, too, that Rooks and Kings is an entity dedicated to the fight of the few against the many. And you may ask, where does that path take someone? Over the past 5 years, we have watched the civilization of New Eden grow around us. We have seen the fleets of hundreds turn into fleets of thousands, and the myriad of isolated conflicts drift into vast struggles between opposing power blocks. This is not a complaint. I look out upon our foes and see so much to admire in the organization and orchestration of the largest forces ever assembled in online gaming. This is a story of the length to which a small group can and will go to survive in that world, without changing their nature or purpose. That is our mission. But let's turn back the clock a little. The factories and shipyards of the Nullsec empires churned out hull after hull to arm their vastly expanding forces. Political cooperation and industry combined to make fleets and forces grow in a manner that was once unthinkable. Much of 2011 and 2012 saw us in an arms race to negate some of the numerical advantage of opposing fleets. To combat the numbers, we relied increasingly on the Golden Fleet. This doctrine centered around the Apocalypse Navy issue, an expensive faction battleship possessing exceptional damage projection, and that when combined with high-grade slave implants, had the heaviest tank of any battleship, and thus buying the most possible time for repairs to land. Put simply, their ships got more, so our ships had to get stronger. The principle is simple. If the hostile ships were dying, but our repairs were landing in time and our ships were not dying, then no matter the numbers, we'd eventually win. With Vindicator battleships to provide heavy tackling, short-range damage and to hold targets still for dreadnoughts, and garnished with Balgorns to conduct capacitor warfare, the Golden Fleet was well-rounded and able to deliver decisive victory after victory, even with our limited numbers. But two concerning emerging trends were identified. The first was that gradually as the enemy fleets grew ever larger and their combined alpha strike against our targets became stronger, we soon had to accept some level of attrition, as initially some of our expensive faction battleships would be volleyed off the field before we could cull the incoming damage to a manageable amount. For the time being, the situation was still very manageable, but the writing was on the wall. For whilst the hostile fleet had no limit in size, we were already approaching the maximum effective hit points that could be squeezed out of a ship of the era. The second concern was that the Nullsec empires of Eve were by now learning these arts, and becoming very good at them. They understood now very well what a huge logistic wing could mean to a fleet. They too became practiced in cross-refitting triage to withstand extreme damage, and they knew the value of massed Archon groups. Nor could their economic might be underestimated. Whilst Rooks and Kings had enjoyed the risk and glamour of flying absurdly expensive fleets of ships against the odds, gradually the Technetium moon empires of nullsec space allowed them to do the same, on a massive scale. By the summer of 2012, this trend would manifest as the largest coalition in the game at the time, the Honey Badger Coalition, flying the same Navy Apocalypse battleship as we did, for one of their stock doctrines. Essentially, the performance lead of our highly specialized fleet over those of the vast armadas of nullsec was getting smaller, and the gulf between our fleet sizes was getting larger. They say necessity is the mother of invention, and as a consequence of the changing battlefield, we had increasingly found the value of striking quickly and decisively. For their part, hostile fleets had learned the extent of extreme logistic tactics, and would correctly retreat and call for reinforcements if they found our heavy tanked ships were not breaking. Among our enemies, fast, long-range ships were also increasingly in fashion, and often proved well placed to escape from the fight if we gained the upper hand. To address these things, our new area of expertise had become to control the battlefield via interdictor bubbles. As pilots will know, these warp bubbles can drag an enemy fleet from the end of their warp path to a specific point in space. Titan-class vessels are used to bridge fleets across systems, and had long since become our preferred method of entry to the battlefield. Once dragged to the edge of the interdictor bubble, the hostile fleet would fall prey to the grasp of Vindicator webifiers and the full power of capacitor warfare as we arrived through the Titan bridge. Once you have your enemy where you want him, even a massive numerical force can be overcome, and the Golden Fleet was well placed to bring the hammer down. But having become obsessed with different kinds of interdictor tactics, I came to wonder how much more force we could leverage with such control of the battlefield. Smart bombs are an area of effect weapon that come in all flavor of damage types. They had long been particularly popular in low-sec space to apply damage quickly to ships moving across the system, and even on occasion to larger groups of ships doing the same. Indeed, the danger of the fast, untargeted smart bomb damage has become a trademark of systems like Ransom. And yet, what if the real potential lay in smart bomb use against the fleets of nullsec space, where interdiction bubbles can be launched? The intricacies are many, but imagine the Titan as a massive gun, like the railway artillery of old, or a weapon built into a mountainside. Titans have doomsdays, but what if its real superweapon is simply its portal generator and we are the ammunition? That is to say, our ships themselves, built as dedicated smart bombers, become the rounds fired by the Titan cannon onto the enemy fleet. 20 people may not go a long way in where New Eden is heading, but 20 battleship caliber rounds ought to do plenty. And just like the armored vehicles of bygone eras carefully selected their ammunition types, so we too would select the smart bomb damage type that the hostile fleet was weakest against. Of course, being area of effect weapons, we would damage each other too, but since we know what damage type we'll be doing, we can fit the ship, and indeed choose our ship type, for an extreme resistance against precisely that damage. If you set out to make a ship in EVE do one specific thing, you can make it do that thing very well, and this is very much the case if you build a ship to have an extreme resistance to one damage type, at the expense of all others. This means the hostile fleet will be dead before we are, and dead before they can deliver any damage to us in all the flavors we are untanked against. The trinity of interdictors, smart bombers and titans needed a name. After I outlined the plan, Ram suggested calling it pipe bombing, and we thought, why not? Of course, new weapons need testing, and testing needs test subjects. Although there are innumerable occasions where nothing of the fleet's perspective is known, enough spy recordings, streams and fraps exist to piece together the puzzle and tell the story of the early days of pipe bombing. The Red vs. Blue Ganked Rome is a regular and highly successful event where pilots from all manner of alliances put aside their differences and hunt through dangerous territory in a large fleet. The first pipe bombing test destroyed a fleet of theirs. A few weeks later, another large fleet of theirs emerged, this time with an Armarian battlecruiser theme.
The line for X-Tac B.
There's a bubble sitting here on the X-Tac B gate.
Right on it.
So I'm about 10 off.
Alright, that's
But it's not like it's not an anchored one, it was a ship-made one.
Yeah, there was a saber. Hannah something.
Well, we're gonna land in it. So. Well, that's
No,
too
you're not-
late, I've just walked us.
You shouldn't land on it, you should just about avoid it. I say just about, it's on the other side of the gate.
That's Rooks and Kings.
Mic check. Mic check, mic
Check.
check. Rooks and Kings, Rooks and Kings, Rooks and Kings. Bang.
Dominic's is the primary, Dominic's is the primary, Dominic's
What's
is the
this?
primary.
Where?
Dominic's is the primary.
Where we are,
Everyone on the
warping.
dummy, everyone on the dummy, everyone on the dummy.
This is a black box interlude, where we shall occasionally look into the minds of those on their way to death. And so it falls upon me to point out that there is no Dominic's. However, the sheer enthusiasm and blind devotion with which the second fleet member takes up the chant has led to the phrase, "everything on the dommy," becoming a saying in R&K to signify blind courage and duty in the face of, well, anything.
Rooks and Kings, Rooks and Kings. Bang.
Dominic's is the primary, Dominic's is the primary, Dominic's
What's
is the
this?
primary.
Where?
Dominic's is the primary.
Where we are,
Everyone on the
warping.
dummy, everyone on the dummy, everyone on the dummy.
Shut up, comms.
Evil Ian is a warp out point with attack on the gate if you need one.
So what are we exactly warping into?
Rooks and Kings and smart bombings. Smart bombing BS.
Oh, right, lots of them.
Yes. Oh shit,
All my balls are broken.
Just bail.
There's attack if you need to bail on the gate.
No one's gonna call primary? No, there's a fuck ton of them smart bombing. Bail.
Back.
What? No, because nobody fucking told me this was there as I was walking. They just said, oh, there's a fucking...
Bucky the cloaky decloaked and drops a sign, oh bang. Very slick.
Yeah, right after I walked us.
On the capsule, see you guys onto the life.
And I landed right in the fucking bubble. All I heard was, oh, there's a bubble 10k off the gate. So, right, we're gonna land in it. And the next thing you know, there's fucking whatever on comms.
Do you remember a few gangs ago when there was a bubble just 10k off the gate?
Yeah, but there was Kader and a fucking Saber and another Cloaky and shit.
Balls, Poinen.
That was fucking hilarious.
Where are you?
We just died.
I'm in Jobsamento.
We were in Poitop.
Structure.
Are there any survivors?
No.
Yeah.
You did
Oh, upgrade your clones.
I was in a pod going around on corpse. It was kind of tricky before I went to the pod.
I literally saw the light.
I died, then
At the end
loaded
of the
grid
tunnel.
in a clone
It
to
was
see
fun.
myself stuck next to this Tempest. Then I ended up back in my clone.
That was pretty badass.
It was pretty laggy.
So what,
Remember,
did they just
guys,
drop a
only
smart bomb
post
battleship gang
kills
on you?
on the ganked board. Don't post your losses or anything, just your kills. So obviously don't post anything that just happened. I'm sure Rooks and Kings will make a video of that one.
Because large RVB roams are an event, and one that we hold in high regard, we elected not to use a weapon of this kind again on their fleet. Instead, our attention switched to the region of Syndicate, though pipe bombing proved overkill for the smaller local fleets, as you see here in this strike on a heavy assault cruiser and Tech 3 gang.
Sign up, sign up, sign up.
Bridges up, bridges up.
The weapon's primary purpose became to deliver an occasional hammer blow, when our very heavy conventional fleet was simply limited by how many hostiles we could actually hold on to. By now, people had learned the extent of the tanking power of cross-fitting triage, and were less likely to stick around. And yet, all the time we eyed the swelling fleets of the nullsec empires, for a day when their growing list of allies, faster response times, and indeed rising excellence, would make it harder for a small group to regularly deploy the Golden Fleet against them, and when we'd have to introduce them to a new weapon. As 2012 progressed, one ambitious local group called Pure Madness became increasingly embroiled in skirmishes with the CFC coalition to the north of Syndicate, especially in the region of Cloud Ring. The role of local troublemakers against the big boys was one they inherited from an alliance called Ares Protectiva, and as we had done with Ares in the year before, we assisted Pure Madness in their battles against the numerically larger coalition forces. This mainly took the form of using the Navy Apocalypse as a powerful laser-based platform against the CFC shield doctrines, and here smart bombing was mainly limited to the more traditional role of firewalling the incoming missile streams of the Drake-based armies. That era in the spring of 2012 also included perhaps our last hurrah for modern versions of Clarion Call 2's Pantheon doctrine, which we used to suppress the newly buffed marauding dreadnought fleets, before 30 Archons and a few supercapitals were no longer a significant number, and the torch for massed Archon carriers passed over to the coalitions, who could field enough Archons to volley enemy support off the field with sentry drones. And then, in early summer 2012, CFC coalition member Fatal Ascension deployed to Syndicate. Whilst the Golden Fleet was still our primary weapon, given their larger fleets we decided to once again mix some more pipe bombing in among the doctrines deployed. A few of these strikes were recorded from both sides, and so we moved to the system of K5JRD. In this era, Eldorath could still stand openly in plain sight, waiting for the targets. No armies of alts or elaborate methods, just Eldorath with a lance in his hand on the outgate. Whilst there is no video feed, a SoundCloud audio recording of the events thereafter still exists, and so we joined them on that fateful mission.
Eldorath, Rooks and Kings.
Eldorath's on the 8V gate. Check on the 8V gate. Outbound, Eldorath's in a Saber. About 20 kilometers off. And an Anathema.
Okay, we'll kill Eldorath then.
I just jumped into 8V.
User left your channel.
Is it Goose?
Wow.
Who's in warp to this gate?
Wait, that's a small hot drop.
Yeah, it's not a big hot drop at all.
That's a good trap.
Unless it's a trap. Oh!
It's a smart bomb trap.
Shit!
Damn it! Oh, jeez, I barely managed to warp in there.
8V is clear.
No! Really?
Got out, instructor. Whee!
Really?
What the
It's all smart bombs, that's Skeleton.
That's what they always do, I suppose.
fucking...
Holy shit. I just...
Get out of there. What the fuck?
I'm at range.
I did not see... Luckily this is all reimbursable, so... What the fuck?
Yeah,
Really?
they used to do this. They drop a drag bubble and then just sino in smart bombs at the edge of the bubble where everyone lands.
That
sucks. Who died?
I survived, it's just a battle.
Yeah, so...
Warp to station. Warp to station.
That was
I
not
can't believe that just
interceptor friendly.
happened.
What just happened?
By the time of this next recording, the hostile fleet was very familiar with what had happened, and what was going to happen, and indeed it even acquired the skills of a man we call the expert, to explain what was happening while it was happening.
Want to go with that again?
Might as well. So
Tornado, one tornado's landed.
I'm decloaked. I'm decloaked.
Drop it.
Sign it down.
Saber on the S6.
Sino.
Yeah, looks me.
Sino on the station. Oh, Sino on the gate.
Here we go.
Where's the Sino?
On the gate.
Oh, not more.
Oh, what
smart
the
bombs.
fuck? You know what's gonna happen?
It's gonna be there. Just burn
Comms
when you
clear.
land, burn away.
Just battleships.
Yeah. Oh, it's a smart bombing battleships.
It's a pipe.
Just burn away.
How many?
Enough.
Jump through.
Just jump through the gate.
It's gonna be a drag almost.
Smart bomb.
Oh, I got botted.
Burn back. Yep.
Gone. Yeah, we got you.
Fucking shields.
Get reps, burn, jump through, don't engage, jump through.
So near, yet so far. The order is to jump the gate, but the interdiction bubble has pulled them just out of reach.
Sprint, jump through, don't engage, jump through.
We're off the gate. There's a pipe bomb.
We're not far, we're very close.
4.9 AU from gate.
Shit.
I'm gone.
Damn, potted. Wow.
Shit.
That's some donkey cock.
What the hell was that?
There's a pipe
A
bomb.
bunch of cunts is what that was.
It's beautiful as well, that was.
Yeah.
Very well done.
That was perfectly executed, yep.
It's absolute classic.
They placed the juicy Macarial for us to walk to. They had a bubbler cloaked. As soon as the Macarial was pointed, they were on the Titan ready to go. As soon as that Sino went up, and I was like, "Ooh, Sino, let's go!" We're all in warp to the gate anyway, and they're pulsing. I think it's 14,000 DPS from those 10 battleships. And then they'll have a triad carrier standing by, ready to jump in a couple of seconds if we get down.
The faint call of a survivor is heard in the background, but is flattened by the expert's faith in our ruthless efficiency. The reality was a little different, for the ever-helpful Goldsnake had been handing out ships to a number of less prepared people, and in his generosity forgot to keep his own. At the last minute someone passed him a ship from stocks which was unrigged, leaving him perilously close to death.
Alright, stop. I'm gonna die soon. Stop, dive, stop.
Shoot, launch drones.
As a result, we have to stop the pipe bombing early and attempt to finish off the mutilated survivors with drones. Luckily, this goes unnoticed amid the veritable fountain of the expert's dark knowledge.
Nobody talk. X up with what you lost.
Jesus.
Inward to your station now.
Fucking hell.
Yowza. I didn't know there was a drag bubble there. Fuck.
Drag bubble was cloaked. They were waiting until they saw us align into the gate, uncloaked, popped the Sino, then they jumped in. They were on grid before we even landed, start bombing, ready to catch the lead ships and scam. It's a standard tactic from Rooks and Kings.
That was fucking sexy, honestly.
Yeah, very clever.
And they'll have at least 2 triage carriers ready to come back in on that Sino in case something bigger lands on top of their smart bombing battleships.
From your channel.
As well as obviously the Titan if they really do get stuck. And
No,
they'll also have the single channel to them. They'll have someone in there so know exactly where we are at any of their own people because that is screaming. Yeah, they only use faction battleships or anyone obviously, but really good stuff for it because of the extra tank it gives them, the extra CPU for the smart bombs against them, and a full rack of aim. That should start ringing alarm bells.
And what of our traditional combat style during this time? In one of the final battles with Fatal Ascension during their stay in Syndicate, we deployed a Pantheon group against them. A few of our Titans provided the firepower for the Pantheon, and the combination of Doomsday's DPS and logistic repping power proved still to be potent. Hostile dreadnoughts were quickly cut down, and Delinarius led a Navy Apocalypse support fleet from pure madness and agony against the Tempest battleships and scimitars of the enemy. You can hear him calling targets for the subcaps while I marshal our Pantheon group.
Secondary. What is secondary? What is your secondary?
Broadcast,
What is your
KOA
secondary?
broadcast.
What is your
KOA
prime?
needs
What
rest.
is your prime right now?
Broadcast.
And Shanggu is your secondary. Shanggu is your secondary. Shanggu is your secondary. War is going down. War is going. Well done. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
The reps on the Pantheon group were holding easily, and our faction battleships were also being comfortably sustained against the incoming damage. In fact, we'd barely lost a ship at all, and yet the enemy force kept returning to bring wave after wave of new support ships to the grinder and continue the fight. There had to be a reason for the sacrifice, and indeed there was. The call was out, and with most of Nullsec space being on friendly terms in this period, hostile supercapital fleets from all manner of groups were rapidly converging on our position, including Pandemic Legion, Goon Swarm, and even Test Alliance. Sino fields sparked up, and as the hostile capital fleets began jumping in, we headed into the force field of the tower.
So are we moving into the shield? I've got
move
all
shield,
the
move the
people
shield,
that are
move the
processed
shield.
for armor and shield.
Move the shield.
One cap's coming in. Carrier group dropped in. More nukes is coming, more Aeons. We need to extract now.
However, this did not mean safety, because the tower itself was already out of reinforce mode and ready to be killed by the massed forces. Interdiction bubbles prevented us jumping out, and so only the rapidly shortening lifespan of the tower separated us from the jaws of the assembled horde, a situation commonly referred to as a rape cage. Then Goldsnake called for the Starburst, which, like many of our tactics of the time, revolved around tower shield mechanics, in this case intentionally revoking our own access to the tower to eject our fleet from the shield at enormous speed.
Jump, spam jump, spam jump, spam jump, spam jump.
Captains, just jump to the open side. Jump out, jump out, jump out. Subcaps, warp off to Cry Agony. Subcaps, warp off to Cry Agony by now.
Gorgeous, guys.
I love you.
Very nice idea.
Doc,
I don't
get
have
the fucking subcaps off. Get to the center and warp off. Warp off.
Having been thrown clear of the cage of interdiction bubbles, we were able to jump out to safety. The operation had been a success, but hair-raising exits of this ilk were a sign of the changing times. Soon after, the coalition forces moved on to other fronts, and Syndicate was quiet again. In the early autumn of 2012, we were looking for action and deployed close to Providence. Providence is a region unlike any other in New Eden, where neutrals are welcomed and the holders place a strong emphasis on our Marian tradition.
Through high sec and low sec, the warp engines sound, and through 00 for Providence bound. For Eve will forever be making it plain. You have to defend what you want to maintain, so it's X up for fleet. Form up and clear comms. We need more repair ships and ammo and bombs. With fire in our bellies and stars in our eyes, we'll scour the pirates from Providence skies. In deep 00, where trust often dies, strangers fly safely in Providence skies. But some would destroy that in hopes to recall the chaos incarnate of all against all. So it's X up for fleet. Form up and clear comms. We need more repair ships and ammo and bombs. With fire in our bellies and stars in our eyes, we'll scour the pirates from Providence skies.
These aspects continue to make Providence an anomaly within an increasingly uniform nullsec map. Like many visitors, we initially hunted the Providence fleets, and with them being one of the last reasonably independent entities in nullsec space, that allowed us to indulge in some enjoyable and good-natured old-school battles. The fact that our signature doctrines often center around Amarian flagships like the Archon Carrier or the Navy issue Apocalypse added extra spice to battles against forces doing fealty to the Armar. This footage is from the view of the Providence forces as they engage us with a 200-man fleet chock full of Armarian Abaddon battleships. Agent Zero's Archon is primed, but he is able to survive by rapidly switching out overloaded EM and thermal hardeners as they burn out, eventually forcing the hostiles to switch on to mesh. Later in the recording you hear accomplished Providence FC Hidetoshi perish rapidly to dreadnought fire, and the speed and suddenness of it is testament to the tracking dreadnought's strength in this era.
That we have, take out John Caffeine, fast tackle only, fast tackle only. Everything else stay on Agent Zero. Primary still Agent Zero, secondary is headlong, all fast tackle on John Caffeine. Switch your primary to headlong now. Switch your primary DPS to headlong now. Keep Agent Zero locked up. Switch your DPS to headlong. Switch your DPS to headlong. Fast tackle, take out all sabers and all... Oh, what the hell? Well, I'm out.
However, events soon took a new turn. The largest force in the game, the Honey Badger Coalition, moved to the system of Head GP, close to Providence. As a result, we switched to supporting the locals and set out to make life difficult for the Horde at the gates. Time waits for no one, and from here on, all our men and material would be consumed solely by the battle of the few against the many. With most of nullsec space on friendly terms during this period, the hostiles had endless potential for escalation and support from each other if our heavy assets were pinned down. They also had tens of thousands of capsuleers to draw on, while our reserve stretched to less than 24. As the odds grow more extreme, so does the weapon required. This presented the first opportunity for a relentless pipe bombing campaign against a massive group. It is always more effective to show someone the fire before setting them alight. And so HBC first viewed the storm from afar. Here you listen to a recording of them pursuing a large Naga battlecruiser fleet and witnessing its fate.
Gerard will ping us off. See if we can get him. I better chase him.
Fleet to a lunar.
Do it. Whatever. That's really close. Just.
I've got a ping 200k above the gate. I'm up to it now.
Oh,
I'm already fast
as well. I already got him now.
There's a shit ton of us here at Purchase.
Is anybody in WD TAC right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what are they at? Can you give me eyes on them at all?
There's warping towards the 9 KOE gate. 50% time dilation in WD
died
tech.
like we did.
Looks like they jumped into another gang here.
It's fine.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna
Yep.
something in fleet. This is
Rooks and Kings smart bombing battleships here.
Go kill them,
There are about 15 on the... looks like...
oh no.
the outgate for WD tech.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
They just lost 100 Nagas. They just lost their whole fleet.
Bombers?
Rooks and Kings all warped out.
Oh my god. Everybody go in. Get back to head. All my, let's reel back in. All my tactical, all my victors. Let's reel you back in. Go ahead and jump back into head. We're just gonna calm down for a second and then jump into head. Get it, so?
Yeah, they whelped their entire fleet to that Rooks and Kings smart bombing camp.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
Just a bunch of, like, wrecks everywhere.
SV5 gate is camped with the battleships. They're all getting ready to jump into SV5.
Okay, so yeah, they're probably gonna come back and try to catch stragglers. The best thing you can do is dock up and get safe, so you don't get on zoned by a bunch of battleships.
Pulsing smart bombs.
Why don't we fucking go kill Rooks and Kings then? They're really good, but we can block.
Shit, Rooks and Kings, they didn't loot the field.
It seems to.
If they're doing smart bombing battleships, they destroyed the wrecks.
No.
No, the wrecks are still there.
Someone get a Noctis out there, quick.
Sid's also gonna get smart bombed to death. It's a trap.
Yep.
Unlike the way the Rooks and Kings have wiped out all the pods as well. That's a total massacre.
So they lost their entire fleet to that pipe bomb, didn't they?
Nobody escaped.
There were no survivors.
Of course, having witnessed the weapon used on their enemies, it was not long before the coalition found themselves in the crosshairs.
+1 note in local Eric Nolani.
Rooks and Kings. Oh shit,
that's a Rooks and Kings guy.
Oh, they have a sign.
Oh, there's a pipe bomb, dude.
Oh! Guys, get down that gate at 0. Right the fuck away. Frack!
Bugger.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
You gotta be Johnny on the spot with your scout with these guys in here.
Oh, I mean, they just turned on my warp drives. Oh, I didn't. Fuck my life.
I did, it's not helping.
Just an holy shit.
It was scouting there. No, it was scouting and it's a medal.
Oh man.
Upgrade your clone, don't forget.
I wish I could have heard our comms during that. Like, oh shit, that's a Rooks and Kings guy.
So, how many of us survived? No, I live. I see 3 other people in local with me.
We did have a scout, right?
Yeah, I was scouting.
Oh shit, that's a Rooks and Kings guy. He's got a sight away.
When I went through that system, there was nothing on scan and hardly anything in local.
Oh my god.
I tried to hit the gate, and by the time I did, I was already in my pod.
Don't forget to upgrade your clothes, guys.
Yeah, don't forget to upgrade your clone.
Just check the kill boards on that.
I didn't even want to look at the kill board.
Kill boards are red. Holy shit.
Knew it was a pipe bomb when I saw that Sino go up.
Yeah, me too.
I knew it was a pipe bomb, then I saw Agent Zero in local.
Nah, I heard pipe bomb, and I knew it was over for us, man. Instantly, I was like, oh, here goes my pod.
Oh
ship.
no.
Rooks and Kings, and that was about it.
So I managed to decimate an entire Welpkane fleet to those guys a few weeks ago.
I saw that. There was
The
one.
trick is pretty good. It's more fun if you manage to like bait them and kill them.
We got baited and killed.
There's a cruiser roam, just leaving.
Yep.
No, you can join that.
We get pipe bomb too.
Let's just pray we don't get pipe bombed again.
Oh, there's a fucking sign up.
Oh shit, works. Works.
Here we go
It's
again.
them again.
Burn away. Hey, just burn towards the sun, guys. Burn towards the sun.
Sino's gone. What happened?
Well, I'm ahead.
Burn towards the sun. Burn towards the sun.
Smoke bomb?
Smoke bombed again. God damn it.
Oh god.
My god.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Oh my god. It's awesome.
Unit.
Oh my god.
Update your clones.
Hell yeah.
Fuck up though. They're gonna fuck up one of these days, and they're all gonna be tackled and not be able to do shit.
But it's not going to be today, and it's not
For
going to be
anyone
you.
who survived, there is an outgoing camp in F9E on the SV5 gate.
I think Tribe lost a fleet to him like a week ago or two as
I
well.
saw that. They lost every single one of their fucking fleet.
That's hard to prepare for, that kind of shit.
It's important to know who Agent Zero is.
I mean, he Sino'd in. We were already in warp when the Sino went up.
It was a neutral Sino.
It was one CVA guy in local, and that's the guy who lit the Sino.
Bastards. Those dishonorable bastards.
You're just jealous that we didn't do it to them.
Dishonorable fucking CVA.
Yeah, I'm standing down for now, guys. Thanks for coming. Sorry we got fucking smoke bombed. Fucking bastards.
The Sino up. The Sino up.
Oh shit.
Come on.
No. Oh fuck.
Oh, smart bombs. They're smart bombing.
Yay. I'm gone. I haven't died yet. Apparently.
Black.
Oh my god.
Good fight, man. Good fight.
Shit.
Done. Toast.
That was unexpected.
The fuck?
That was unexpected. Fuck.
That was perfect.
It was. It was, definitely.
Damn. They nailed every last one of us. No, not quite.
Damn it.
GG, guys. GG. What a great game we have.
Oh god.
Fuck.
We get those guys now.
Is this reimbursable?
In a fairly short space of time, over 1,000 ships are destroyed for the loss of only 2 pipe-bomb battleships. After one particular pipe-bombing strike, I logged in a spy account in the HBC Coalition to see whether the hostiles would reform to send another fleet out. As it happened, I was drafted into a humanitarian effort to scout home a handful of survivors, who in turn insisted to pay me for my time. This created the bizarre moral quandary of sifting through the dead to ferry home the wounded from an attack that I myself had instigated. The more extreme the weapon, the more bizarre the situation arising from its use. Perhaps obsession can make monsters of all of us, and perhaps we should relish it.
Yeah, as soon as I said that fucking sign, it was game over.
Oh, you get pipe bombed.
Oh yeah.
You die gloriously.
Yeah, gloriously.
You scream, Leroy!
Leroy Jenkins.
I looked up in fucking NUI. Not NUI.
I woke up in PS Dash.
I woke up in head.
Yep, same here. Yes,
I come out of warp in head. Wait a minute.
Oh my god. How many?
You had a jump drive, so.
How many did they fucking kill?
Meanwhile, on the HBC forums, a gentleman named Torothin, who was indeed briefly a member of Rooks and Kings in the distant past, authored a definitive guide to avoid being pipe-bombed by good scouting of the outgate. Whilst this may be effective against a casual pipe bombing, there are many techniques at work in an actual pipe bombing campaign, and we made sure to specifically pipe bomb a fleet that Torothin himself was scouting for. Generally, this period in EVE was the first in a series of cold wars between the major coalitions. By chance, Fatal Ascension from CFC Coalition sent a fun roaming fleet of haulers for the express purpose of diffusing tensions with the HBC. Since they were among the early victims of pipe bombing in Syndicate, it was perhaps appropriate that a good chunk of their so-called peace fleet was pipe-bombed in the ring of fire around the region. And we must assume that the expert was on holiday. Whenever there was no HBC fleet to hunt, fleets from every faction other than Providence were relentlessly targeted if entering the area. The telltale ball of wrecks that marked the aftermath of a pipe bombing had now become a common sight across the region, like heads on pikes, to herald the warning of a new danger to any fleet. To try and stem the pipe bombing tide, HBC attempted initiatives like Operation King Me to target the pipe bombing fleets. Of course, this simply led to a descent into pure pipe bombing madness. Bubble traps were set up on jump bridges, and cloaked interdictors waited to drag fleets as they warped to their bridging titans. So-called bounce spots allow a fleet to dodge a bubble trap by landing at a ping a few hundred kilometers from the gate or object. However, these bounce spots can be probed down, and bubble traps were made for fleets that used the same bounce spot twice. In one case, every warpable solar object that was not in correct line with the outgate's trap had its own trap, with scouts waiting to see which point their fleet commander picked and ready to light the right fuse.
I don't know.
User joined your channel.
They like brawling.
That was not a very motivational statement.
Fuck Rooks and Kings, they're a bunch of cunts.
There you go.
Motivational.
Like we're Rooks and Kings. We're like the best ever.
Wait, how's that go again?
Yeah.
User left your channel.
It's pound for pound. If you equal numbers, you might lose against them, but this is a team game and you can always bring more.
User
So we're just sitting on the pods waiting for them.
Pick up the bat pump for PL.
Rooks and Kings will decimate us.
We do have them chasing us. Anyone know? Sun, guys, on line sun. Micro drives on line sun.
There's smart bombing battleships.
This is Rooks and Kings.
Well, that's my popcorn.
I'm Hominix.
Cover that.
Do I just died to smart bombing battleships?
Yes, we did.
Wow. That was Rooks and Kings.
User left your channel.
And it's so lagged out I can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Okay, what was wrong with the station here?
I'm trying to see if I can fill it right
There's
now.
a big bubble here. On the other, sacking you out of the station.
Could you?
Is it? Are there hostiles there?
Yeah, Rooks and Kings.
Oh, Jesus. Rock, that would have been fucking nice to see right off the bat.
Good game.
So the jump bridge running out kind of saved some of our lives, eh?
Wow.
Got Rooks and Kings in our own station, in our own system.
Did they just pipe bomb the station?
Yes!
Yes.
Strikes with over 30 pipe bombers were even able to destroy super heavy tank targets, like tri-marked armor battleship gangs and buffer tank Tech 3s. In this example, a French HBC battleship group is sighted as they attempt to return home, carrying with them their spoils from a previous engagement against Providence forces.
Warfleet sur HED. Alors les mecs, je vais vous proposer, c'est simple, on va rentrer à GE, on va faire une pause, on va poser tous les loots qu'on a, on va le poser dans le Military FC. Avec tous ces beaux loots, on va pouvoir acheter des nouveaux ships. N'hésitez pas à tout poser de manière exhaustive, les gars, ne gardez pas des doutes. À moins que vraiment il vous faut un module et que vous l'avez dans la soute, bon vous le prenez. Mais globalement, filez les loots.
Ça spike neutre, ça spike neutre.
Où?
Ici.
Oui, je confirme.
On arrive dedans.
Je confirme.
Wow.
Anisson, remontez-moi, Anisson. Les PD nous ont drop. Anisson. Warpout dès que vous pouvez, Anisson, warpout. Putain, les PD nous ont droppé. Warpout. On s'est fait baiser.
Parle pour toi.
C'était des discos en plus. C'était des discos.
Ils m'ont eu.
Elle était très belle.
Moi je sais pas comment j'ai fait, j'ai réussi à warpout.
Ouais, j'ai réussi à m'en sortir.
Pas moi.
Pourquoi m'expliquer comment ça se fait
sortis. Partez un safe.
Ils ont gagné, ils vont pas vous poursuivre.
Comprenez pourquoi le pilote du Titan c'est Log?
J'avais donné l'info pour ça.
Bah ouais, mais bon, là, tu veux faire quoi?
Bah non, on peut rien faire. C'est un beau trap quoi. Bon bah déposez vos loots dans le Military FC.
EVE is a game much about psychology, and once we had the initiative, we were even able to drop our Navy Apocalypse fleets and triage carriers on the Coalition to help defend Providence structures without concern for counterattack and escalation. However, one final challenge remained. We called him the Roman. Despite all the pipe bombing carnage, this one enemy fleet commander continued to head out into the storm without a care in the world. Using a spy, I joined one of his fleets myself to learn more of this fearless maestro. The entire time, the fleet chat was inundated with predictions of pipe bombing and imminent doom, but the Roman soldiered on.
Yeah, maybe.
Because their discos can pretty much kill us.
Yeah. If he try to kill us, we kill them. It's not a problem. Maybe.
We'll all be dead before we land.
Yeah. I hope they have open signals. I won't find some fucking players with Wolfsburg and midfield. What the fuck? I won't shoot. AAA are fucking stupid. They're not trying to shoot. And see. Nothing. Jump. Jump, warp, jump, warp.
Sign up.
Where? Oh, Sino is up.
Yeah, we're about to get bombed.
Oh.
Now you know what a pipe bomb is?
Oh boy. You're gonna die when you land at the gate.
Okay, we is not warped to planet. Warp to planet. Sir.
Pipe bombing. Not warp. WD gate. Fuck Rooks and Kings. I knew it. Yes. Well. Oh fuck! I lost SP. What?
Oh my god! I told you.
That was fucking amazing. That was awesome.
Yay!
I said it like 10 minutes ago. It's my dream to get bombed by.
We still is alive.
That was incredible. Why don't we do that all the time?
Who is alive? Guys? Answer me.
We're all dead.
No, I see.
Shut up if you're dead.
Who is alive? Come on. Okay, who is alive? Warp to planet 7 and after warp at 0 km on SV5 gate. Fast. Come on guys, fast.
By entering system late and warping to planet 7, the Roman himself has survived. And although nearly his entire fleet of heavy assault cruisers has been destroyed, the Roman knows no retreat, and warps in almost alone to the gate to attempt to tackle a pipe bomber. Unfortunately, that month coincided with the release of the micro jump drive module, which fitted perfectly into the pipe bombing doctrine and hinders a conventional warp disruptor from holding down a battleship. Our pilot portable decoy makes the most of this and baits in the Roman to come and tackle him.
Oh, what the fuck, okay. Blue Melon primary, Blue Melon is primary, come on guys. Approach me, I am at anchor point, tremor check, come on, Wizard love it. Come on, I need a point, I need what the fuck, a point.
They're all warping towards planet 3.
Planet 3, okay, no, if we go, we died, because they open a bubble.
Portable.
Okay. Riapproach portable, riapproach him. Ok. Riapproach guys, riapproach him. Portable is primary, do not stay at 0 on him. Come on, riapproach me. What the fuck is warped? Oh, no, it's not possible.
Micro jump drive.
In the end, the HBC moved on to other regions as the political situation between the coalitions evolved. A coalition faces attack in many ways from many parties, and being pipe-bombed relentlessly was surely just one aspect of their daily action. But it serves as a reminder that anything is possible in New Eden, and that even the fleets of the huge behemoths who rightly dominate Eve's territory are never out of the reach of even a few individuals if those individuals are determined enough. It is a reminder too that the game's evolution never stops, for here one of the game's most relentless new weapons was built using Titans, Interdictors, smart bombs and battleships, which are all tools that have existed in New Eden since 2006. It is a weapon built because in Eve you can build anything. Of course, while you can pipe bomb a man out of his ship, you can't always pipe bomb the passion out of the man. And so, before they left, it was perhaps a matter of destiny that there should be more encounters with the Roman.
Careful, it isn't a pipe bomb. Genomics.
Got the stiletto on the gate.
Okay, fleet warp to head. Sino, what the fuck?
Got the Sino.
Welcome to Pipebomb. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Goodbye, fleet.
Goodbye.
I was warped for see if they put up the Sino. What the fuck?
We lose everything to them.
Yes.
Welcome to Rooks and Kings.
Go. Okay.
Okay,
drop
bridge.
it.
Yep.
Signs up.
Can they come?
We need to
Do it.
stop.
Oh yeah. Away.
Are you serious?
What the fuck?
Good game, good game.
So, FC, you're new to this, right?
What the fuck? I have warped to Feast for see if they put up the fucking bubble. What the fuck?
Yeah, great little clone.